The battle is tight. Who will rise in the heat of the night? The finish line's near, we're on the edge. Who's taking the crown? Who's falling off the ledge? Mud flies, engines scream. White knuckle drivers chase their dream. Hearts pounding loud and roar. Bob calls it all with a thunderous roar. So thank you again for tuning in tight. BobbethTV, where we live the fight. The engines may cool, but the legend will grow. Till next time, welcome back to the show.
Alright, BobbethTV is live. You know what that means. We've got one more episode coming your way for the Grassroots Racing Series Knuckleheadz iRacing League's off-season racing division. It has been 10 weeks, one more week to go. This is the last race of the 10th week. We're here with Big Block Modifieds at Kokomo Speedway. Kokomo 75 lap feature race. This one is going to be a big one. Let's get about a minute, well, less than a minute, not even a minute left in practice. Let's see if we've oh, Brian Angel, thanks for the like. What's up, sir, mate? What's up, Bob? I don't know why I said sir then. I just didn't even say the S word. I'm good, my man. Let's have a look at some times. Do I see you on the board? 7th quickest on the board there in practice. Let's get some of these times up. I slept in. My alarm didn't go. First alarm didn't go off, or I missed it, and so I'm really rushing to get us going here. But there we can see quick time transfer. We've done 12 at 4.80. Let's see if we can't get those results up. The results tab is still not working. Why? Right, well, let's get down to the qualifying screen for this one. Jump into the Discord real quick. See if we can find out what's going on. Yeah, I don't know. Results aren't working for some reason. All right, qualifying pretty quickly ran it through there. Looks like all 15 cars have qualified. 12.379 is 379. Sorry, is Ken McLean's quick time. Mike Benitez, Mike Butler, 12.444 and 12.61 at 3, 12.615. Travis McDonald, Chris Andrews, 12.624. That's the top 5. Dawson Potter, Matt Webb, Brian Angel, Mikey Mixter, Jason Coffey, the top 10. And then we've got Mike Davis, Wayne Bridges, Tim L. Brown, Brent Vanwood, and Von Mead as we get ready to set up for our heat racing action. My Coffee should be here in about 10 minutes, and then I'll liven up a little bit more. All right, now lining up. Excuse me. All right, it's going to be Kent McLean, Travis McDonald on that front row. Matt Webb and Jason Coffey on that second row. Tim L. Brown will be on that third and final row. Right, let's get this one underway. 3 heats of racing, 75 laps of big block modified action here at Kokomo Raceway for the feature portion. Ken McLean, the 75 car, is that a sign? Good start points. Leader Travis McDonald back there as well. Jason Coffey, Tim L. Brown, Matt Webb. Looks like we've lost Matt Webb there. I've got that car going again though. No yellow flag so far, just 3 laps in. 3 to come. One more lap remaining. Travis coming up on Kent McLean there pretty quickly. Whoa. Not sure where that extra bit of speed came from. Is he going to be able to carry that through the backstretch? I don't think so into 3 and 4. Oh, they got sideways. They've come into contact together. What's going to happen here? Kent versus Travis. Travis is going to get the checkered flag, I believe. Kent McLean second. Jason Coffey third. Tim L. Brown fourth. And Matt Webb fifth. Yeah, results just don't want to show. I don't know why. But, the grid for our second race is Mike Menezes and Chris Standridge on that front row. Let's get down there. Brian Angel and Mike Davis on that second, and Brian Angel's teammate Brent Van Wood on that third and final row. Excuse me. go. And racing Mike Benese, Chris Standridge, Brian Angel, Mike Davis, Brent Vanderwood. We should stop coughing. Mike Benese, Brent Vanderwood, the top three. Chris Standridge, Mike Davis, fourth and fifth. Around start lap 5 of 6, 2 laps remain. Grassroots Racing Series, all part of the Knuckleheadz iRacing League's racing competition. Just one more racing week before we decide the champion next week. Mike Benese, Travis McDonald, the two favourites at this stage. Brian Angel takes out heat 2, Mike Benese second, Mike Davis third, Brett Vanderwood fourth, and Chris Standridge in fifth. All right, final grid before we get to our feature race. It is going to be Mike Butler and Dawson Potter on that front row. Mikey Mixture and Wayne Bridges on that second row. Von Mead on that third and final row. Oh, my coffee is here. All right, give me a moment, guys. Let's go grab that. Won't be a second. All right, lap 6 of 6, the final lap in this one. Dawson Potter, Mike Butler, Mikey Mixter, Von Mead, and Wayne Bridges. As I get my coffee sorted. Breakfast. There we go. Heated 3 done and dusted. Mike Butler wins. Dawson Potter second. Mikey Mixter third, Von Mead fourth, and Wayne Bridges finishes in 5th spot. Oh, they have a 5-minute warm-up. That's good. Enjoy the 5-minute warm-up while I have a quick coffee and a bite to eat. Oh, no warm-up. They have advanced it straight through. All right, let's get to the grid for this one. All right, we know that points have been updated, so let's just have a quick look at that. Yeah, Travis is our points leader, so he'll go to the rear of field. So front row will be Mike Butler and Brian Angel, Yoda Outlaws drivers. Mike Menez and Ken McLean on that second row. Jason Coffey and Dawson Potter on that third row. Mikey Mixter and Mike Davis on that fourth row. Fifth row is going to be Brett Vanderwood and Tim L. Brown. Sixth row will be Matt Webb and Vaughn Mead. Seventh row, Wayne Bridges and Chris Dandridge. On that eighth and final row is that man right there, Travis McDonald. Yoda Outlaws teammates up the front. This is going to be interesting. First caution is out. Can't quite see where that one was. It might have been Mike Butler. He's now in the pits, or was in the pits. Oh, I've been on mute that whole time. I apologise. Oh, there's a cough there that I was trying to block before. It is a mess this morning. Try and get some of this coffee into me here. We're 8 laps into the 75 lap race. This is a mammoth sized race. A lot still to come. All right, lap 13 of 75. There's the 92 and the 22 battling it out. So that's the 10th and 9th spot. There's Mike Davis, Mikey Mixter, Matt Webb back there behind them. Lap 19 of 75, Ken McLean, our current race leader. Brian Angels falling back to second. Jason Coffey in third. Brett Vanderwood, Dawson Potter, the fourth and the fifth drivers. We've got Mike Butler, Travis McDonald, Christina Klein at Mead, and Mike Davis at 6 to 10. 11 to 15 is Mikey Mixter, Mikey Knees, pardon me, Wayne Bridges, Matt Webb and Tim Brown. All right, lap 25 of 75, a third of the way into this battle. The 75 is our race leader. We're here currently with Dawson Potter. Oh no, that's Brian Angel. Now back to Dawson. No, back to Brian. Our latest caution comes out. We'll just get up the front, reset, and await the restart. Sorry, I'm gonna sip my coffee. Oh, off we go and racing again. I've got to learn how to unmute myself when I cough. 75 and 7 side by side. That's Brian Angel and Kent McLean. The Grassroots Racing Series. This is Knuckleheadz iRacing League's racing action. This is the final race of week 10, just week 11. The championship week still to come. Travis McDonald is our current points leader. Latest caution is out though. Oh, stupid cough. Right, off we go, 75 and 7 back into that front row battle. Brett Vanderwood and Jason Coffey going to battle in that second row. Third row is going to be a battle between Mike Mees and Mike Davis. Chris Standridge, Wayne and Bridges behind me. Dawson Potter, Mike Mixter, Mike Butler. That was not on that web. Tim L. Brown. Halfway into this battle here. Oh, caution, back out again. Off we go and racing again. Up to 75. Playing Brian Angel, Mike Mees, Brett Vanderwood, Jason Coffey, Mike Davis, Mike Butler, Wayne Bridges, Travis McDonald, Mikey Mixter, Matt Webb, Chris Sanders, Tim L. Brown, Dawson Potter, Vaughn Me. That is the 15-car field for this lineup here today. As we hit the 34th lap, latest caution has come out. looked like it might have been single file restart there, but no, definitely going to be double wide by the looks of that. We go and a racing lap 35 of 75. Some of these crashes as they happen to be conducting Matt Webb and Bonnet Mead there. 31, but they keep it green. So there is another caution. That is our 7th caution for the night. Not quite halfway into this race just yet. Start to line back up. We're going to get this one back underway in a moment. Great start. Ken McLean gets the car into a good race lead. Brian Angel, Mike Denise, Mike Davis, Jason Coffey, the top 5. Standridge, 107 of Jason Coffey, 92 of Wayne Bridges, the 88 of Travis McDonald. yet again. We hope the live timing team get an update out so we can get some of these features that I'm paying for to actually work properly. So we can resume looking into crashes and things like that as they happen. Not been well for over a week now, but start to feel better. Just one night's bad sleep, and oh, it just comes back with a vengeance. All right, Kent McLean, Brian Angel, Mike Davis, Chris Standridge, Travis Godden, Mike Denise. That's copying Wayne Bridges, Mikey Mixter, John Mead, Matt Webb, Mike Butler, Brett Vanderwood, Tim L. Brown. That is our 15th car field lap 48 of 75 here. Nothing is iRacing League's grassroots racing series big block modifieds here at Kokomo Speedway. Oh, so let's see if we can't catch the crashes or something as they happen, but latest caution out, 25 laps remain. Line up. Pace truck well and truly ahead of the pack though. Well, okay, pace truck already in the pits. And the boys still just coming through 1 and 2 there. Into the back stretch. They'll come into 3 and 4. We'll get this one underway in just a moment. So that run the caution out as quickly as that race started, that restart started. Oh, wow. That's stupid throw. We start to line it back up again. Lap 51, 25 laps remain as we get this one back underway. There's been another crash there. That one looks like Matt Webb. Latest caution comes out. Finding it hard to get these guys up and running. They might need to go single file restart just to get some laps in. So a couple of the guys having trouble getting up to speed. Looks like we're about to get this one back underway. Still going to go with the double wide restarts. Brian Angel and Kent McLean going to resume that front row battle. Chris Standish and Travis McDonald on that second row. Rick Vanderwood and Mike Butler on that third. Get this one underway. We're going to stay with the wide cam for a little bit just to see if we can't see where some of these crashes might be coming in. Still side by side. Travis McDonald, Kent McLean now. As Travis McDonald's going to come along that inside line and try and move his way into the race lead. He has done so. Brian Angel does have the high line relative, but Travis McDonald on that low line, quite unstoppable. As Kent falls back to third, Brian second, Travis McDonald moves up in it to first, sorry. Excuse me. Oh my gosh. Death warmed up this morning. Race about 57 of 75. Donald, our new race leader, he is racing his way up into the front from the rear field. Ron Mead and Chris Standish have retired. Just 13 cars remain in this 15 car field with about 16 laps remaining. and I believe the 107 can play Jason Coffey fourth and fifth. A little bit of contact there with Jason Coffey keeping that car straight and heading in the right direction. Brian Angel, Travis McDonald versus the Yoda Outlaw boys there, kept the plane back behind them. Flag laps in here. Brian Angel got up into the wall. Here comes Kent McLean up on him fast. Might have got that speed back up just in time to Brian Angel. Looks like Brent Vanderwood also having similar issues up in that wall, as is Jason Coffey coming through the through 1 and 2 turns. Get it right soon, guys. Laps remain in this battle. 60, 80 and 75 is the total. Jason Coffey and Mike Menez. Mike Menez second in points with Travis McDonald, our race leader at the moment. So he's going to set himself up with a great week 11 foundation here. Just got 4 remaining here. Make that 3 as lap 73 is started. Stay with the 88, Travis McDonald, as he races his final 2 laps. The camera gets in the way of the audience there a little bit. One flag lap, this one is it. The checkered flag, Travis McDonald will take out the final race of week 10 for the grassroots racing series. Brett Vanderwood second, Brian Angel in third. So great result for Yoda Outlaws. So we're going to jump to the other end and come our way back. So Chris Standridge finished in 15th, Von Mead 14th, Tim L. Brown 13th, 12th was Mike Butler, Wayne Bridges 11th, 10th Matt Webb, Mike Davis in 9th, Dawson Potter 8th. Mikey Mixter finished in 7th. Jason Coffey 6th. Our top 5, Mike Menez in 5th. Kent McLean at 4th. Brian Angel finished 3rd. Brent Vanderwood 2nd. But our winner and current points leader, Travis McDonald, gets the job done. We'll jump over to the Discord. Yeah, he is. Here comes Speed Racer. Travis McDonald, congratulations, my man. Sort of a back and forward start for you. You did start all the way up the front. Your qualifying wise went all the way to the rear of field because of that slight points lead that you do have over Mike Menez, and just due to some patience, due to some great racing, and a lot of resetting and restarting. You're able to get that car back up into the top 5, ultimately challenge for that lead and take it out. with just 1 week of racing to go, and I think about what, a 4 point lead over Mike Moniz. Uh, this is probably going to give you another 4 or 5 point buffer, but you've got to think that's going to be just enough points potentially to get you to sort of help you get home over the next 5 races next week.
Yes, sir. That's what I was hoping for. I didn't think I would win it tonight. I mean, I knew I had a chance, but I just figured, around the fourth place spot was where I'd be at.
Yep. Try and get that top 5 points and just sort of keep ticking it over type of thing.
Yes, sir.
Now, obviously, if you look back to last season, your brother Cody was one of the winners. So I'm quite proud to see, as I said at the start of the season, it was good. It looked like you were sort of picking up where Cody had left off and was sort of stepping up and running up the front a lot more consistently. And definitely this last run home, I sort of said at the start of the season, well, about midway through the season, we thought John was going to be the one to beat, that he was going to be very tricky. Fortunately for you guys, unfortunately for him, the computer became sort of, as it does in racing, the hardware, the equipment became into factor. And it allowed you guys to sort of sneak up past him and push him out of the top 5. So I definitely think going back, say, 4 or 5 weeks ago, I would not have picked the top 5 as it stands. From memory,
Right.
it's yourself, Mike Moniz, Brian Angel, I think Wayne Bridges is a part of that.
Wayne, yep. He was in fifth last night at the end of the race, I'm pretty sure.
And Mike Davis as well, Mad Dog up there as well. So, yeah, like I say, when we looked at the start of the season, the first third of the season, that was some very, very different results. And I've spoken to some of the other guys, Josh, yesterday about how I think the Yoda Outlaws boys, yeah, they're just. You guys are in trouble next season. Once they get a full season under them, a full build of points, I think the Yoda Outlaws boys are going to be someone to contend with, and they were pretty much your opponents that entire race, whether it was Brent Vanderwood or Brian Angel. Were there any times there where you thought that low line wasn't going to work for you? Because it really looked like you were putting a lot of faith in it.
No, I mean, even like on that last restart, I mean, I got to pull from Brian even on the low line, and I was concerned about it at first. I was like, that low line's one of those tricky ones here. Like, if you don't hit it right and stay in the throttle perfect on the big block, you're going to lose spots. And that was my main concern, was focus on my throttle when I was down there on that last restart, because I knew if I could get out of the corner and get a run, I could come on up high. And basically, that's what I, done. I tried to leave him a lane up there, and last second I kind of drifted up and closed it off and didn't mean to. And he kind of bumped me, but it's one of those deals I didn't mean to. I was trying to leave him a little room because I wanted to race him, but it happened that way, and I didn't mean for it to. But I mean, racing's racing sometimes, I guess. And
That's exactly
we all do
right.
it.
Now, we've talked about the grassroots racing series. I've loved it because it's very much a sort of a more personalized version of sort of run what you brung type of series that we're all used to seeing. A lot of different cars, a lot of different tracks, a lot of you guys all sort of having your own say on certain configurations. Now we get to the final week 11, and as luck would have it, whether it's designed or not, I feel like it's the most sort of closest to what is sort of accessible for a lot of our drivers in terms of anyone can win these races. So what I mean by that is next Sunday night, night 1 is obviously the 358s at Bristol, and then Dirt Street Stocks at Lucas Oil. Night 2 is Dirt Legends at Lincoln, and then 358s again at Eldora, and then wrapping it up in limited lates at I-55. Being the championship leader coming into week 11, does that worry you a little bit that a lot of those cars are accessible to a lot of different drivers, and pretty much anyone is capable of
Yeah,
getting a win with those obviously points very important in that final week?
it depends who all's here. I mean, if Josh is here, I'd say him and Kent maybe in the street stocks.
Mm.
And then, I was surprised my own self, the 358s, probably me or Manise, in my version of it. Uh, the midgets or the coops, whatever it is. I think it's the coops, ain't it?
It is the
Uh,
Dirt Legends, yeah, the Coops, 35
yeah,
Coops.
little legends. I'm gonna say Ken on that maybe. Like he done pretty good in the last one in that, and I'm not no slouch in them, but it just takes some getting used to. They're a totally different animal.
No,
The limiteds, I'm not too worried about them. It's the track. The I-55 can be tricky in a limited. Like
Mm.
You have no, you have to time everything right to make any ground or pass anybody in them at that track.
Yeah, 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 and it's it's obviously a little bit of a longer race car, so real estate setting, being able to have the car set the right way, things like that, going to be very important at a at I-55, which is not exactly the biggest of racetracks. Well, we just had the points come in. You are officially 9 points in the lead, 275 to 266 with Mike Moniz. Brian Age was back there on 224 and just outside the 200-point range. Mad Dog and Wayne Bridges. Mad Dog on 196, Wayne on 192. So, yeah, definitely shaping up for a good battle. It still is anybody's race coming into next week.
Oh
But
yes.
then I spoke to Wayne the other last night actually, and I know that the official season not that far away, so it's not gonna you're not gonna have a lot of time to rest on your laurels and sort of celebrate this victory. I know that the new season not that far away, so we won't wish away the grassroots just yet. But we've got one more week to go, 5 more races. 9 points separate first and second, so it's going to be a tough one, Travis. But I feel like well, some very deserving people in that top five. You guys have worked very hard all season and just really raced that grind, tried to be as consistent as possible and keep that car up in the top five as much as you can to keep those points ticking over. And you've just about got it done. Only a few more to go. In relation to this battle and the season that we've had, friends, family, and sponsors, my man, who do you need to give a shout out for making it possible?
I have a lovely wife and kids at home for, you know, giving me opportunity and the freedom to come and do it, of course, and
Yes,
the shop for, supporting my little rig here to race. And, I always try to support you and in our league here, you for broadcasting, league for keeping all the races going and stuff. We have a good group of guys here, so it's kind of one big family every now and then. We all try to take care of each other.
definitely.
But I mean, and that was a pretty good race tonight, honestly. I thought overall.
Yeah, no, it was Kokomo. A little bit of a tricky track. Not so bad with the infield tyres being up off the burner a little bit, so they weren't an obstacle tonight. But the modifieds this week, especially, I've really enjoyed it. Obviously, starting off the night with the starting off the racing night with the sprint cars, and then we sort of finished it up over the last 2 nights with the modified action. And yeah, it looked a lot of fun out there, despite the cautions, despite the restarts. But that just looked to give everyone just a reset and to resume that one-on-one battle they were having with those positions around them. And yeah, it was sort of anyone's game for a while there. Well, that wraps up the racing week, my man. So, look, best of luck with everything else you've got going on in the week. We'll see you again Sunday night American, Monday morning Australian to do it all over again for the final week in the Grassroots Racing series. I'd like to play favourites, but let's face it, if I talk to Mike, I'd probably say he was my favourite as well. If I talk to Josh, Jason, doesn't matter who. So, best of luck, man. I hope that you do get the success you deserve. It won't be easy, but only 5 more races to go, my man, before you can hopefully lock it in.
Yes, sir, Bob. I'm kind of struggling for it. I mean, I guess I deserve it. I've been a while since I won anything.
That's it, man. And that's the thing. That's what I love about you guys. You're all very humble, and you don't chase those wins. So when you do get them, it's very well deserved, I believe. So, congratulations, man, and best of luck next week.
Thank you, Bob.
Thank you. All right, that was our race winner here, Travis McDonald. That is going to wrap up our racing week for the Knuckleheadz iRacing League's Grassroots Racing Series. One more week of racing to go next week. I should be back possibly tonight on Twitch with some gaming with Shrubgod. Not sure yet. Maybe Sunday night, Friday night as well. But we're back tomorrow. Sorry for the KMKZ Promotions Nationals Hell Tour Super Late Model action on our screens tomorrow night. So join in for that. Tomorrow night American, tomorrow morning Australian. So check that one out if you don't mind. Well, thank you so much for coming out and watching, guys and girls. Thanks to Brian Angel Sr., Matt Webb, Dawson Potter, Mike Moniz, everyone else, Thomas Dennis, that all liked, shared, or interacted with the broadcast. You know the drill. My name is Bob. Love yous all. Boy.